First up, we have the great Prodigy BJ Penn going up against Ryan Hall. Now, BJ has not won a fight since, 2000 and, is that right? Wow, 2010. His last fight, decisive majority decision. That's way back June 2017. I love BJ Penn. Now he's going back up to what I consider his natural weight class of 155. He tried 145 for a little bit, not much success. I thought he looked okay in his last fight, but he was going up against, Dennis Seaver, who's kind of on the decline himself. But apparently he's trained at Novo Uno in Brazil for the last several months, and we'll see what happens. But, let's go through this here. Majority decision, loss against Dennis Seaver. TKO, Yair Rodriguez. Decimated by Frankie Edgar when he did the weird stand-up. Decision loss to Rory McDonald. That was impressive. That was way back, way back in 2012, so I don't need to go through all these. This was all a long time ago. And you got Ryan Hall. Beats Gray Maynard. He hasn't fought since 2016. Apparently he's going to have Kenny Florian in his corner. I don't know if that's good or bad, but he has a win over Artem Lobov, who is considered to be the greatest of all time. And then before that, he beats a bunch of guys I've never heard of. Here's the thing. I love BJ. I think 10 years ago, BJ beats everybody in multiple weight classes. But, man, I got to go with Ryan Hall on this one. I don't know how he's going to win. If this is a jiu-jitsu match, we'll see what happens. If BJ could catch him on the feet, we'll see. But for the most part, I got to go with Ryan Hall, and I hope this gets into a bit of a grappling match. And, we get to see a little wizardry on the mat, and I know a lot of people don't think that's super exciting, but I do. But as much as I love the legend BJ Penn, I'm going to go with Ryan Hall on this one. Next up, Kat Zingano against Megan Anderson. Woo! Kat last won against Marion Renaud. Now, the most interesting thing about this fight is Megan is a natural 145-pounder. Kat Zingano mainly fights at 135 pounds. And she hasn't been super active. This will be the first time she's fought 3 times in a year in a long, long time. Before that, July 2016, lost to Juliana Pena, lost to Ronda Rousey 2015. She beat Amanda Nunes, so she always has that. Amanda Nunes, who is now the champion at 135 pounds, and she beats Miesha Tate, beats Raquel Pennington. So, all this way back 2012, 2013, 2014. But this is tough. She's moving up weight class. Now, here's the other thing. Megan Anderson, she has wins over Charmaine Tweet, Peggy Morgan, Amanda Bell. All these are in Invicta. And she just got beat by Holly Holm, who is not primarily a wrestler, but she seemed to have a decently easy time with her. So I'm going to go Kat Zingano here, even though she's not the natural 145-pounder. Many may consider this an upset. Many may not. But I'm going with Kat on this one. I have a feeling that she is going to finish this. Next up, Andrei Arlovski versus Walt Harris. Man, Andrei, another example of a legend, been around forever. I remember watching his fights with Sylvia back in the day. He's a warrior. He's going to fight until he's forced not to ever fight again. 2 losses in a row. Shamil, I can't even pronounce his last name again, and Taiti Avasa. All decisions. He hasn't been knocked out in a long time. Not since Francis Ngannou back in January 2017. Before that, he has a win over Stefan Struve and Junior Albini. Now, Walt Harris just won against Daniel Spitz. He had a weird illegal head kick disqualification against Mark Hand of God Beer, who is no longer in the UFC, but by God, his legendary nickname will live on. Walt Harris lost quick submission 4 minutes into the first round against Fabricio Verdun. Before that, wins over Cyril Asker, Chase Sherman. Lost to the same guy, Shamil, but that was way back in 2016. Man, this is another tough one. But Walt Harris may be a little bit, I don't want to say overrated, but just inexperienced, a little young in the game. I think if Andrei Arlovski, I can't talk, Andrei Arlovski sticks to his game plan, he wins this fight. Oh, man. I had a comment pop in there somewhere, but I can't find it. Oh, close by the odds. Tough fight to call. Have Harris by finish. All right, Craig Allen. Thank you. He is a fight picker himself. I agree, man. I think I'm going to go with the veteran Andrei Arlovski on this. I'm going to respectfully disagree, but I wouldn't be surprised if either guy wins.